Hello and Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Thoughts of Gen Z. This is Rakib Hassan.
And Shahraan from Jhenaidah Cadet College.
As you know, this show is all about Generation Z or Gen Z. I generally bring the member of Gen Z here to talk about their lifestyle, to get their opinion, to know about their personality, and of course, their future plan. So our today's guest is very special to us as he is studying in a Jhenaidah Cadet College, and we don't get enough scope to talk him or to talk cadets. So especially I got so many students. Every years I get students, especially before taking admission in cadet college for their Viva preparation. I generally make them fluent speaker. This is one of my courses actually, in a sense, I must say. So, Shahraan, how are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm pretty good. So, last year you were in rush at this moment. Just 1 year back, you were in huge confusion. Either you are going to get chance or not. You had huge tension. You worked a lot. You went teachers to teachers' house to take huge preparation or best preparation so that you can get chance, right?
Yes.
So, and finally you got chance. And I still can remember your mother came and some others like Nisa, Meher, and those who got chance, everybody came here, and it was really, enjoyable moment for us, everybody, right? So, what's your experience actually to join as a cadet in Jhenaidah Cadet College?
Okay. So, I've been hearing about the cadet colleges from my childhood, as my father is an ex-cadet of Jhenaidah Cadet College. So he told me many stories and experiences about his lifestyles, and my aim in life is to be an army officer. So I think this is the best institution for me to train myself as a cadet of being an army officer. So I think it's my right decision to join in cadet college. So it has been 1 year since I have joined in cadet college. When I first joined, I was in class 7. It was a little bit hard for me to become in cadet college, to adjust, to adapt in that situation, in that environment. But continuously I have been adapting with that situation now. I think I have adapted myself in that environment, and I hope I will be able to adapt in the next 6 years.
Oh, right. So your father was also a cadet, right? And he studied the same cadet college, your
Yes.
college. So of course, your father shared so many things, right?
Yes.
So do you sometimes search search your father's memory whenever you visit that places, you find your father, or you feel that your father told it?
Yes, yes.
Can you share us, your father, as a student, everybody sometimes enjoy with their friends.
Yes.
And everybody has their own memory, enjoyable moment, right? So, do you find any, can you sometimes remember your father's memory, your father's story whenever you, walk or roam from here and there in your campus?
Yes.
Yes. So can you share interesting story? What happened with your father?
So once my father, actually I'm in the same house as my father and in the same room.
Same room as well. Oh my gosh.
So in the same room, so I can see many years back that my father was in the same room as I am.
Same bed as well?
No, not
Right.
different bed, so same room.
Uh-huh.
So the room is of 10 people, and I have 8 classmates and 2 seniors.
Okay.
Okay, so once we get many punishments as the seniors gave me. So once my father told that he raised up like in 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, his seniors was giving punishment. So I faced that same situation like my dorm leader, we say dorm leader of the room leader, he gave me punishment in that 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock as
At night,
I was,
at night, 1 o'clock.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
As I was practicing English poetry, but my one was not improving. So he scolded at me and punished me. That time, my father told that he also used to do English poetry and English extempore. So that time I faced the same situation he faced. So that time I remembered my father told me that, and I almost cried remembering that.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry to listen, by the way, but it's also enjoyable in a sense, right? Now you are you recite poetry very wonderful way. I can see sometimes you post your, I mean your mother post in her Facebook, right? Oh, okay, great. So you are, I mean, do you think you are lucky or luckiest person? You are living in the same cadet college and same dorm as well, same room even.
Yes.
How do you see this? Is it good or, I mean, bad?
For me, it's good because I never did English extempore, Bangla extempore, English debate, English poetry. I first practiced this when I became a cadet and go to cadet college. So I never thought that I would be able to do English extempore and English poetry. But we are forced to practice in that particular debate or extempore or poetry. So then I thought that I didn't have that capable to do the extempores and poetries, but at last I proved to myself that I am able to do the extempores. So by going to CAT college, you can overcome your fears and you can know what's your talent, what's your main talent, which you can't, it's not possible in the outer worlds. So I think living in a dorm with 10 people, 10 cadets, it's so much interesting and fun. Like, we'll never get bored, and whenever we have free times, we can gossip, we have friends to help. So I think it's good to live in a dorm, without a personal dorm, but in individual dorm, yes.
So you are, I mean, 8 members living in a same room,
8
right?
classmates, yes.
8 classmates, or a total 10 with your seniors.
Yes.
So isn't it, I mean, tough to you to, I mean, what is called, adjust with every 1 or 10 people? I mean, you know, you are used to living in a single room in your house,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
At your house. But fact is, whenever you are sharing, it means 10 is huge, right?
Yes.
10 people. So don't you face any trouble?
Actually, the room is a huge room, a big room, like tall room. So we have enough space.
It's very wide, right?
Yes,
in a
yes.
sense, right? Okay.
We have enough space to adjust ourselves in that one place, of two sides. So actually, I don't know why, but I'm really friendly and I can meet friends easily. So I can adjust with those friends, and I have make everyone my best friends in that dorm. So I don't face that much problem. For me, I don't face that much problem living in that dorm. I can share everything with themselves.
So far as my knowledge goes, you don't need to study in your dorm, right? Because your study and all the things is, I mean, held basically in your academic building.
Yes, yes.
Right?
Yes.
So what do you generally do in your dorm basically? You just sleep there, or, I mean, like, don't you do any other activities like completing homework or self-study, or, I mean, sometimes what is called do another stuffs like?
Okay, so as we have a tight schedule, we feel tired. So most of the time we sleep whenever we get free time. But at the morning we have to show the polished shoe, which we need to go to the block. So whenever I get free time, if my shoe is not polished well, I do the polished, and then every stuff I need to arrange my dress, my cupboard, my locker, which might be unarranged. So Most of the time I sleep, and sometimes I gossip with my friends whenever we are not tired or when my exams are behind. So that time I self-study and finish my homework if it's more.
Do you
Like-
do it at your house as well? Dorm?
Especially
Sometimes.
when our exam is behind, that time we read. Otherwise, we don't need to read.
Okay,
We
all
have enough
right,
time.
all right. So, you as a cadet, you have to fix everything like shoe, polishing shoe, or other stuffs, right? Isn't it a huge pressure for you? How do you manage? Because before going there, you didn't know about even how to fix your, I mean, how to fix or clean shoes or clothes because your mother did everything for you, right?
Yes.
So how do you manage? Don't you feel bothered, or I mean, isn't I mean, aren't they tough to you?
So it is tough to me, and it is not tough to me if I enjoy that work, enjoy doing polish. It's very easy for me. Actually, when you do a thing which you don't used to do in home, it's really interesting, and I feel well polishing shoe. I feel it's like interesting, and polishing my shoe. It's shining a lot, and I will wear this. So it's like interesting, and my senior brothers taught me when don't use to polish my shoe. And I don't know how to polish a shoe. So gradually it became normal to me polishing shoes on those. Yes.
You're right. Life is actually, uh, in a sense, I must say, dramatic.
Yes.
People love to enjoy their life, and people love to get more, and as a result, they sometimes don't understand what to do. For getting betterment, they sacrifice so many things in their life. They lost their, I mean, childhood, and they lost even their, I mean, youth even in a sense for the settlement of their life or for being established, right? For example, you had a very good childhood. You could enjoy so many things if you stay here with your parents, or you are be able to enjoy time afternoon with your friends, your neighbors. You could meet your relatives, you could meet your grandparents, uncles, cousins, so many people, right? But see, you are spending your life in a prison in a sense, I must say, because just after entering, or I mean, whenever your classes starts and whenever you will go, like 7th April, your college is open, right?
Yes.
Just entering, your parents will go to the main gate, up to main gate, and whenever you will enter, they will come back, and next 2 or 3 months you won't be able to come out even, right?
Yes.
Even outside you have to stay there in their own boundary. There is no liberty, nothing. It's one sort of humanity violation, I must say. Okay, human rights violation, I must say, right?
Yes.
So how do you see this? Is it really good, or your parents destroyed your your personal demand, your happiness, or what do you think actually?
Actually, when I joined in CAT college, first it was my decision to join in CAT college, and life is not a bed of roses. Like, we have to sacrifice if you want to get something valuable. And if I would enjoy the whole life, I'll not be enjoying the next life, the next years. So it's just a short time, only 6 years we'll have to sacrifice. And after 6 years, our life will be changed. Like, everyone's lifestyles will be different from me. I'll be different from everyone's lifestyle. I have to just wait 6 years only. So why will I not sacrifice 6 years? Rather, I have to sacrifice the next 20 years. So if I sacrifice these 6 years, I'll be able to sacrifice. I'll not do to able the sacrifice of next 20 years. that my life will be the bed of roses next 20 years. So for me, I think if you want to get something valuable, something good, something like you want to get in your dreams, you have to sacrifice something. If you don't sacrifice, you will never get that dream completed or success. So going to a CAD college is for everyone it's hard, and staying out from parents, not getting all the facilities we used to get in home. But for me, I think it's good staying at CAD college, as even though it's hard, but the end of the day, it's very beneficial for me. Yes.
All right. All right. So what do you mean by success? Everybody try to be successful, right?
Yes.
But I must say, I find someone where I find so many people. Everybody would like to be successful. They wanna get success. But fact is, finally they don't know where they would like to reach. What is the end of success? What is the end of their journey? They love to buy houses, they love to buy flats. They would like to establish more factories and many more. But fact is, it's limitless, and at the end of the day, they die. Actually, what is the meaning of success to you?
Okay, so success doesn't mean that I'll have many houses, I'll have a lot of money. Success is like a mirror, you know. If we drop it, there will be thousands of pieces. So every piece is success. So if we are happy at the end of the day, it's my success of that day. So success of life means if you are able to be happy enough, you have enough money. It's not like I have more. Like if someone has $1 million, his success is like I'll get $1 billion is his success. If someone's income is $1,000, his success will be like I'll have $10,000. So success depends on that particular person, like how much he wants. Like your success will be like this much, but according to him, his success will be less or more. So according to my success, I think I just need enough amount of money.
Happiness,
amount of money, and I want to lead my life in a very easy way. Like I'll not have that
simple
much
life.
hardship, a simple life. Yes, we can say that. So for me, it's success. It's not like getting so rich, like I'm the richest person, I'm like this or that. Not like that. So it varies in different person in different situations.
So enough money means several billions. Several billions.
Lead a life
Not like
I'm not like I'm not having money.
Right.
Like that. Yes.
Yes, but I guess to me, I must mention sufficient or enough money means, for example, you are living in Dhaka city.
Yes.
You have right to have a flat or house,
Yes.
so that you can live peacefully according to your demand.
Yes.
For example, if you rent a house, you won't have any privacy actually. You can't do everything what you would like to
Yes.
do, isn't it?
Yes.
On the contrary, whenever you will have your own flat, you can decorate it your own choice. You will be able to do everything whatever you like.
Yes.
So in that case, I guess every people should have a right. It's minimum right to have their own house. That means not several buildings. Own flat, one flat or one house maybe.
Yes.
And they should have their own car to visit one place to another.
Yes.
So that they can have liberty
Yes.
to visit any places in any situation like heat wave or in winter or any situation. This is every people's demand, I must say, the right actually. And one more thing, without these things, they should have a bit an amount of money which will be supportive to their kids or to their all the family members for their education, for their livelihood, for their daily expenses, and whenever they are sick, they will be able to get proper treatment without any hesitation. They won't face any trouble. What is called like they won't face any situation that they are unable to go to doctors only for money.
Yes.
Lack of money, right?
Yes.
This is the thing should have or should be for everybody's life, right?
Yes.
On the contrary, we can see in our country, people those who are rich, they are becoming rich for their. I don't mention things. We can see, we can read news, we can read newspaper, or we can see on the televisions or Facebook or YouTube. So many people are doing corruption, are engaged in corruption, and they are making, the huge amount of bucks and doing so many things, right? And finally they are becoming, they're dying, right?
Yes.
So, as our life is not permanent or fixed, we have to die some other day. We have to die by any means.
Yes.
Either you become a major general or you just a rickshaw puller. Everybody will have to die.
Yes.
So, in this, between birth and death, we get basically 6 to 8 years, and if we are lucky enough, we can get 90 to 100 years, not more than this.
Yes.
But we are not eternal. We are not actually what is called. We're not getting our age is unlimited, or it's fixed. As you are born, you have to die.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So still, why people try to earn huge money, though they know we can't sleep more than one bed or one room. We can't use actually more than one room at a time. If you sleep in your bedroom, you can't you can't sleep another places at the same time. So you don't need several bedrooms, several buildings, several flats, or so many things, right? But still, why people do this?
Okay, so everyone wants more than he have. So as I said that it's enough for one bed, one car, like everything enough for you. So when everyone wants more than they have, that's because they're like everyone may buy for a business, like they'll have more flats, they'll give rent. It's one type of business. Then for me it might be like collections of, like they have one car, his hobby is to collect more cars, expensive cars, as he have enough money. He's not getting lack of money. So for a rickshaw puller, his target is to get more than 1,000 taka, or more than 1,000 more than he earns. And for a millionaires or who have enough money, his target is to buy more flats, more cars. It's just like it becomes a hobby, So for me, I think it's not a bad thing, and it's not a waste of money buying those cars or flats. Yes.
So once Bill Gates says or said, if all the wealth of the world are distributed among all the people in the world, and the poor will be poor and rich will be rich again. What's your opinion? What do you think? What's your opinion?
Okay, so poor don't know how to save money or how to calculate money, but rich people knows how to save or calculate, how to expenditure their money properly. But poor doesn't know how to expenditure their money properly. So even though poor gets enough money, they will again be poor after some times. So for me, I think after Bill Gates give them money, they will not be able to be rich because they don't have any ideas of saving monies. They will just spend their money according to their life. But rich people, why they're rich? Because they knows how to save their money, how to spend their money according to their needs. And that's, I think that's the reason Bill Gates said that.
All right. So okay, so we basically started our conversation with your cadet like
Yes.
journey, how you started. So we came in different ways. By the way, so we would like to. I guess it's pretty easy. Some other came here. I mean, how did you get chance or blah blah. We talked about these things. I guess we can talk about life philosophy and some other stuffs. What we are talking. Are you okay?
Yes.
All right, great. So and finally you got chance in your cadet college. You were spending time properly, right? And what is the good thing, or mention one specific thing which is very peculiar, or which is, only cadet can get this to you in your cadet campus, which is really special for, it is really helpful for our real life, for our establishment, for being a human as well.
Okay. So there are two different things which is impossible for the outer civil world, civil peoples. First thing is getting a huge ground, like we have 5 basketball grounds and 6 football grounds and 6 volleyball grounds. So it's like huge ground we have, which is, I don't think there are any other institution which have this big ground, and they hire different type of coaches for different games, sports. Like I never played basketball when I was a civil. I used to watch basketball in TV only. But after going to Cadet College, I get the facility of playing basketball. And now I think I'm a pretty good player of basketball. So another thing is cultural. We have a huge stage and everyone guides us how to do dramas, how to speak. I had a huge fear of speaking in front of everyone. Like I am reducing that fear, and I think I will be able to reduce that fear. And so I don't think these facilities are available in outside. So I think these are the two different things which is quite impossible for the outside peoples.
Okay. So dissimilarity, or in a sense, I must say, studying in a cadet college is expensive, I must say, right?
Yes.
Isn't it? It's expensive.
Yes.
So there are so many brilliant students in Bangladesh,
Yes.
all over the country or even in the world.
Yes.
So does cadet college, does your college or any cadet college maintain some quota or some other stuffs for the poor people? Do you have any idea about this?
As much I know, like everyone's salary is not same as everyone, so everyone's fee are not also same according to their salary. So Cadet College runs according to basis of their
Parents'
salary.
income.
Yes, parents' income.
Mm-hmm.
So if a parent's income is like more than lakhs, then there's a permanent percentage which he or she have to give. So it's not permanent fees for everyone. So everyone can afford that much of amount. Like if someone's income is like 10,000 or 20,000, he will have to give less amount than others. So it doesn't affect that much for the poor, or quotas are not there. I according to me.
That's good. It's wonderful. I didn't know this. By the way, but is there any scope? Get the chance to study there with full free studentship for the poor people?
As much I know, my father told me that if someone's income is so less, he will have to give that percentage of that much money. It might be 100 or 1,000 or 5,500. It doesn't matter. He just have to give, and he can admit. He can read in that CAT college.
Wonderful. But that's good. It's good, I must
Yes.
say. All right. So, and in our country, we can see so many cadets just after completing their education, they start their civil life.
Yes.
They get admitted in different public universities, private university. I got some friends as well, and they even some go abroad for higher education. All right, and some joined army, Bangladesh army, right? So, as you are trained up for several years, like 6 to 7 years, 6 years or something like that, you are, you are raised, with huge restrictions and train, you maintain hectic schedule, in a sense, I must say. You maintain rules, strict rules, I must say.
Yes.
And coming out from there, isn't it tough to adjust the real world or civilians, to mix with civilians? What do you think?
Okay, so as my CAT college, almost 40 to 50% gets chance in ISSB and CAT colleges. So, and the half goes to many public school and abroad. So, as we have the capable to, like, when the class 12s were in class 7, they adapt themselves in that environment. So they have the capable to adapt in every single situation, in every single environment. So at first they face not much problem, a little bit problem, but they can adapt themselves in a very short time. Yes.
All right. But sometimes I see people a bit become different than general people. Cadets are different. They can't adjust. And just last week, I was reading an article in Daily Star about, cadets' lifestyle. Everybody was giving their opinion that they can't adjust. Actually, they face huge troubles. Okay, so my suggestion is to you: whenever you come to spend, pass the vacation at your, own house, try to mix with your relatives,
Yes.
mix with even your, security guard's son, or try to mix with mass people, general people. All right, with your old friends or cousins, poor people, even poor relatives,
Yes.
Kids, your cousins, right? Everybody has both rich and poor relatives, I must say,
Yes.
right, in the
Yes.
world. So, and most important thing is, I must say, and what I have learned in my life, that is to, see one thing different ways. For example, general people sees same thing one way, and people those who are, knowledgeable or skilled enough, or those who are scholar, they think the same thing different ways,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So to know this, one thing is important for us. What is that? Do you know?
For me, it's communication.
It's knowledge.
Yes.
You have to be knowledgeable person.
Yes.
Then you will understand what you need to do or not.
Yes.
What to do or not to do.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So to learn the real life, reality is really tough. Do you understand?
Yes.
For example, I sometimes, as a teacher, I have to mix different people with different backgrounds. They bear different mentality, from businessman to service holder, from a government service holder to private service holder, from good to very bad people. In a sense, I must say, very bad means, I must say, very narrow-minded guardians or persons I have to meet. And I find huge idea, huge. I just sometimes stop and think, how can it be? But it's happening. As their personality is totally different than others, they bear different mentality, right?
Yes.
So in some extent, I must say, I can see huge gap about knowledge or lack of knowledge about life, real life, right?
Yes.
So how a man can be a real person to you? What should we do actually from our childhood
Okay.
to know the real world, to be a good person, to be a best father, to be a best husband, best wife, best son? What should we do actually to you? Did you ever think?
Okay. Yes. So for me, whenever there are two types of cadets mentality. One is friendly and one is like alone. He don't like to mix with other peoples. So it's totally about his mentality. So when a civil becomes cadet, so his mind becomes like he's a cadet, he can do everything, he will not mix with general peoples. For him it's a shame, but in real life, to do better in real life, it's not like that. You have to mix with every types of peoples. Then you have to do communications, you have to get the communication power with every single people. But when a cadet raised in that 6 years, misfortunately their mentality sometimes becomes that I'm a cadet, I'll not mix with everyone, my clients will be like different, they think different about the other peoples. But actually we have to mix with every single people. So every single one is important in real life, whether it's front wise or in different ways. So for me, I think we will not show off like I'm a cadet, I can do everything, I'm better than others. We have to mix with every single people according to their lifestyles. Like when we have to change our languages according to them. Like when I am in a school or I'm in a formal way, in a formal institution, I have to behave like I'm formal. But when I'm talking to my parents, I'll not talk in formal ways. Like I'll talk according to their languages. Or when I will talk with my relatives who are poor, we will not show our monies. Like we'll talk in a very friendly way. So for me, if we talk according to their behaviors, if we do goods with them, then I think it's really effective for when we come to the civil world again after 6 years.
All right. So it's a bit not personal actually. We can see people. I mean, in a family, different families, especially parents-children relations, parents-son, daughters, or relation, in some extent, sometimes very good. Some parents mix with their kids, very friendly. They share everything, and some aren't. They don't mix with their children friendly, or they think they try to dominate them. And they think if I mix them friendly, it will be. They don't like actually. All right, they try to maintain distance. As a result, these sorts of kids or children make some wrong or mistakes. They do wrong decision, right? And those who are, I mean, by the way, so I'd like to your opinion. So, what sorts of behavior do you demand from your parents actually? Do you want to get from your parents? Is it friendly or like, I mean, what is called dominating behavior?
Okay, for me, I think every parent should be friendly to their child. As we know, family is more constructive than others, than friends or relatives. So family is our first teacher when we have born. They taught us how to talk, how to walk, every single thing. So they are our best teachers and the very first teachers of our life. So if they don't do good behaviors, whom we will teach, whom we will learn with? We have to first learn from their parents, then our teachers. So every family, every parents should behave well and good manners with their child, and this motivates their child to do goods and to take right decisions the right way. Yes.
Okay, but some parents sometimes say their, I mean, children, their sons, daughters, don't obey them. Why does it happen, do you think?
Okay, so parents are like not like friends that will mix with them, we will talk this or that, like we will rude behave with them. We have to respect them. Like if parents become more friendly, they give whatever we want, then sometimes the children's mentality get destroyed. Like, yes, I'm getting everything, I don't need to obey him. So parents must, for my opinion, parents must be friendly and also be strict. Like whenever it's needed, he will be strict. Like if I say that give me that, then if he or she give me that, we'll think that everyone is free, I'm getting everything easily. So as parents will never be with us every time for permanent. Once they will die, we have to lead our own life. So they have to be strict so that we can understand and we can take right decisions, we can we can face difficulties in our future lives. So in my opinion, parents should not be that friendly or should not be that demanding. Parents should be limited and they should behave that self so that they respect themselves and so that children doesn't spoil themselves. Yes.
All right. So you are planning. I mean, your future plan is to become an army officer, right?
Yes.
So you are spending your whole, I mean, childhood in a boundary, in a cadet college, right? And just after completing HHC, if you join, I mean, army, you'll have to start again another, what is called, same lifestyle. You want to be able to mix with mess people or civilians, right? So you will get 2 breaks, I mean 2 vacations in whole year, right? And won't it be tough? And then how will you enjoy your life? For example, your father is making business. He is living with your family members, like your mother, your sister, your grandparents, your relatives. If he wants to go right now to your hometown, he will be able to go there right now. But if he joined in an army, he couldn't do the same thing. And once, I mean, some days back, I'd like to mention one thing. A sector commander, I met a sector commander, one of my relatives, and it was in Sylhet, in his own camp. He was just sharing. I get everything, every facilities. Just my lackings is I don't get my family members with me. That's the issue. So, did you ever think you will face the same situation like that army officer, like that? I mean, what is called? Maybe he was sector commander. So, for my knowledge goes.
Okay, so it's according to how he or she will lead their lifestyles. Like as I said, that family is not permanent. One day our parents will die. So once our parents will die, what we will do then? Will we get our parents? Of course not. So we will be able to meet our parents in the vacations, as you say. So, but I have more life to lead. If I don't make my life success, I'll not be able to make my family, make my child, or make my wife success, like happy. So my target will be to be success. And in army officer, I just say that there are lots of facilities. We'll get respect, we'll get security, like we will be able, when we are a commissioned officer like colonel or lieutenant colonel, we'll get our own home, and our parents will also be able to stay there. So after struggling some years, after getting promotions in lieutenant colonels, the last promotion, we'll get a home and we'll get a car, personal car, then personal respect, personal camp, and then our parents will be able to stay at our home. So it's not like that we are permanently out from our parents. After struggling some years, just like Cadet College, 6 years, after struggling some years, we will be able to stay with our parents. And I think that's a misconception that you have told, that we will stay out from our parents for the whole years. I think we will be able to stay with our parents after struggling for years.
So as an army officer, you have to face huge challenges in future. For example, in every crisis moment of the world or in the world, I mean in our own country, basically the situation are faced by Bangladesh Army,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
Like I mean when flood comes or any natural disasters or any war, domestic war, or I mean international war, I mean war between two countries, I mean to save the country, you have to even sacrifice your life. You may need to sacrifice your life, isn't it? And you are prepared this way. Every army
Yes.
officer are trained this way.
Yes.
And in each and every crisis moments, Bangladesh Army contribute huge contribution.
Yes.
Keep their own contribution. Like July uprising. At that moment, Bangladesh Army had huge contribution, and still, Bangladesh Army is, running the country in a sense, I must say. They're maintaining the law and order situations all over the country. They're making sure the law and order situation of the country, and they're providing security for the mass people. They're going anywhere, everywhere, wherever crises are arising, right?
Yes.
So, if you become a general or chief of the army, and if you face these sorts of situations, it will definitely be tough to handle you.
Yes.
For everyone, right? Then, how will you handle the situation, or what's your future plan? For example, consider you are an army general,
Yes.
and what's your future plan about your country? How will you handle all the situations from your position?
Okay, so every general is the highest rank in Bangladesh Army is general. So if I have the chance of becoming general in army, so at first I'll increase the security power, and I will try to improve the economical things I can improve in my country. So Bangladesh is a type of country, like who joins in army? Those who are patriotism, those who have ability to sacrifice their lives for the country. Only they can join the army officers. So every army's mindset is like they're brainwashed, like they have to sacrifice their life, even it's a war or it's in a sector or in a road or in a place, small place or big place. So if I became a general, first of all, I'll increase the facilities of every army officers, and I will try my best to be the best general of all time, and I will I will improve the roadsides, all the poors, I will help the poors, try to help the poors. Then whenever every single small situations I will try to handle, and it's hard from the headquarters. So there are many situations like poors have faced, like most of them the armies doesn't care about them, but I'll change this tradition and help every single person I can handle. So this is my future dream if I have the able to the general.
Okay, so army officers are really very talented, and they are, I must say, they are very knowledgeable.
Yes.
And I know somebody who is very, voracious reader. They always read books.
Yes.
I think you know this, right?
Yes.
They need to read detective books. Fiction or different types of, especially which is related about war or some other stuff, so like, right?
Yes.
So, do you also love? Do you also do some activities from now on? What is necessary to be a general?
Okay, so there is only one general in the whole country, and it's the highest rank in Bangladesh Army. So it's sure that we have to be perfect in every single parts of our life. Then the Bangladesh Army will choose you as a general. So for me, only just being strong is not like you are able to be an army officer. You have to be talented. You have to get all the capables to do things. So army doesn't mean strength. Army means talent. So we can win a fight without having that much strength or giving some talents or giving some tricks. So we are capable to study. Even if we are in army officer, we can do our engineerings, we can go abroad and do things like we can study outside. So we have the facilities of studying, even though if we are in army, if we joined in army officer. So to be in general, for me, I think we have to be good in sports. We have to be different than others, so that Bangladesh Army choose me as the general. So it's not like that I'm only good in sports, I'll get the general. The general is the all-rounder of all the armies. The Bangladesh Army will see your abilities you can do, so that he choose you as he will see your leadership, and then your control power, you can control a whole country or not, then you will be chosen as an army officer.
All right. So my suggestion is to you, try to read some biographies of like Ataul Ghani Usmani or some other stuff. So there are so many books. Or you can read some books of army officers of different countries, especially North. So you can read biography of different peoples, all right?
Yes.
So that you can understand what sorts of skills you need to have. And I guess to prepare anybody's life, the right time is school life. It starts from. So reading these sorts of books will be helpful, I must say.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so we are talking different issues. It was a really nice moment with you, by the way. So Um, do you think parents can change a son's or daughter's life or destroy them as well?
Okay, both are possible if it according it parents of mental of a parent. So um, parents is called the best motivator of a child. So if a child gets motivated through his parents, he must do that thing as parents wants our best. And if if and it's also possible to for our parents to destroy our life. Like parents don't know what we want, what our life wants to be, what my aim in life is. So if I am not able to explain or to make my parents understand that what I want and what you want is I'm not interested to that, then it will affect a lot through a child because of his parents, like I said.
All right, who can use contribution, a teacher or parents to a student?
As I said earlier, parents are the first teacher and the best teacher known. So what parents teach us, the behaviors, what we will do in the next life, and what does teacher teach us, just what's in a textbook or what we will learn in the next class. So both of them contributes the same, but for me I think parents contributes more than a teacher. Yes.
All right. So we are talking so many stops. All right. Okay. So, if you have power in future, what sorts of change do you want to see for our country, especially Dhaka city?
Okay, so in Dhaka city, the first thing is sounds. I want to make my country, if I can, to make it like abroad. Like in abroad, what happens? Like it's silence, it's quiet, no mental problems or no traffic jams or like that. So first one, as Dhaka city is called as a city of rickshaws. So at first I want to reduce those things as it's like really complicated for a city to run, which is really like it's huge of rickshaws, like it makes a complicated problems like horns or like mental issues. So at first I want to reduce those, and I want to change the environments as many mills and factories are built in Dhaka cities. The environments, the airs are not good as much as the villages. So I want to invent something like those harmful gases should be reduced and other ways I can use. Yes.
All right. So, okay. So, what's your hometown again?
My hometown is in Tangail.
What do you know about Tangai?
Tangail is most famous for the sweet chom chom, and many politics were present in that. Many political issues were happened during the liberation wars. And Tangail is in sector 11, which is one of the most joint, like most dangerous and most seen sectors in the Bangladesh liberation war.
So, we are about to end.
Yes.
So, are you happy with your life right now?
According to my life, now I'm pretty much happy. Like I am having a good. I'm not that much traveling or that much problems. I read in a good, a better institution. My life is going well.
You're happy with your
Yes.
life? All right. So, do you find that sometimes you are alone or feel lonely, or you consider yourself you are not happy enough in your life? Do you sometimes feel this?
Like when I'm in CAD college, when I have free times, that time I think about my parents, and sometimes I big tears into it, that I cries. That time sometimes I feel that I'm alone, but my friends, my seniors console me that nothing has happened, everything is fine. That times I think no, everyone is behind me, everyone is here for me. I don't feel that much alone living in Cadet College.
Who was the person who inspired you and for whom you got chance in a cadet college?
Okay, so I think the best motivator was my father. He inspired me to go in Cadet College. That inspired me that it's the right decision. It was hard for me to take decision whether I will stay in my school or I will go to Cadet College. So my father took the decision with me, and I think that was the right decision. And I want to thank my father for taking that decision.
But I didn't know even your father. I mean, whenever you got chance and before leaving Dhaka, for after several months, I knew your father. I met him. He came here,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
But from the very beginning, I know your mother. Your mother came first,
Yes.
and she sacrificed a lot. She takes you from one places to another, one place to another places, right?
Yes.
And a whole day, so far my knowledge goes, she brings you and your sister
Yes.
everywhere,
Yes.
right? So your mother sacrificed a lot in essence. Your father, I must say, your father gave right decision, but your mother sacrificed her whole things, especially life,
Yes.
right? To you, two siblings. Am I right or wrong?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now you will speak in বাংলা বাংলায় বলবে তোমার আম্মুকে এবং তোমার আব্বুকে যে কথাটা কখনোই বলা হয়নি বলতে ইচ্ছা করছে বা ক্যাডেট কলেজে খুব লনলি ফিল করলে তখন ফিল হতো কিছু এমন কিছু করতে
আচ্ছা, তো আমি আমার মা আবার বাবাকে কখনোই ডিরেক্টলি থ্যাংক ইউ বলি নাই। তো আমি দুজনকে অনেক থ্যাঙ্কস বলতে চাই এত স্যাক্রিফাইস করার জন্য। 2টি বছর আমার জন্য মানে নিজের সব কিছু ফেলে রেখে আমার জন্য কোচিং দৌড়ানোর জন্য। তাই আমি কখনোই ডিরেক্টলি থ্যাংক ইউ বলিনি। তো আমি বলতে যাচ্ছি মা বাবাকে অনেক থ্যাংক ইউ আমাকে এই ভালো একজন প্রতিষ্ঠানে ভর্তি হওয়ার জন্য, এবং আশা করি আমি তোমাদের মুখ উজ্জ্বল করতে পারবো ইনশাআল্লাহ।
All right, thank you very much. Hope we are going to meet you later. Upcoming vacation. We'll try to know about your thinking, future plans, so many stuffs, life philosophy. Okay.
Yes.
As this is the very beginning, I'm planning to do some other stuffs. So thank you, Shaw, for joining me. Thank you very much.